What's up, everybody? This is Coach Stokes, Stokeshouse Boxing Academy. You got to stay ready so you ain't worried about getting ready, and we definitely are staying ready for today's special guest. I'm going to go ahead and go into who we talking to today. He was a boxer himself. He is known for being one of the elite teachers within the sport of boxing. When I say teachers, those guys that are dying off today, man, real teachers. Now, I'm not talking about somebody that's putting a mouthpiece into somebody's mouth. He's a teacher. He's trained with many world-class contenders and world champions such as Curtis Stevens, Saddam Ali, and the future IBF middleweight world champion, soon to be Danny Jacobs, no other than Coach Andre Rozier. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, it's a blessing and a pleasure, as always, to commiserate about the sport of boxing and the things that we plan to do in it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. And also, I left out, but you are the man who started off the brand himself, man, Havoc Boxing Gear. And you made so many people step their game up 100. I want to start off with that, Coach. What made you, we'll get into the boxing, but right quick, what made you want to change the boxing apparel when it came to coming out with the Havoc brand?
Well, this is a funny story. It started out back in actually I've been sewing since I was 12 years old. My grandmother taught me the art of tailoring, and I stopped sewing for a while while I was coaching at the Starrett City Boxing Club, and I had a fighter. You might know who he is. His name is Monty Barrett.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We had started his amateur career together, and his aunt made some boxing trunks for him, and they were nice. They were basic, and he was so happy with them. I mean, he's just like cloud nine. So I'd taken those trunks home with me after a fight, and I had them in the closet. And for whatever reason, one of the shells fell out the closet and hit the trunks. They were satin and ripped them like right in two. So I was like, oh boy, this kid's going to have a heart attack.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to have to tell him what the deal is. He didn't know at the time. So when I got to the gym, I said, Monty, I got good news and bad news. He said, well, tell me the bad news first. I said, well, the trunks that your aunt made for you, they were damaged in my closet. The shelf fell on them, and they ripped like in two pieces. He said, oh, man, those shorts, those are my favorite shorts. Oh, Dre. I said, don't worry, not for fear. I said, I'm going to make you some trunks to replace them. So then he started dying laughing. I said, what are you laughing for? He said, you don't know how to make no trunks. I said, I can make some trunks for you. And after he got through laughing, he went home. He was happy at that point because I guess I gave such a laugh. But I pulled out the old sewing machine that my grandmother gave me. I oiled it up, let it run for 2 hours, cleaned it up. I cut those trunks out, and I made those were the first set of Havocs.
Gotcha.
And I brought him to the gym, and he was on cloud nine. And really, that's what started it.
Brother, you changed the game, man. You got everybody coming out of woodwork now trying to make their own trunks. I'm seeing cats on the black market trying to sell bootleg trunks. I'm serious. I'm it's far fetched what I'm saying, but I'm just like, man, like it started from Havoc because I remember seeing it. I'm from upstate New York, so I remember seeing that. Like, man, if you had some Havoc trunks, yo, you was the man. You was the man. So, yeah. Coach, who are some of the other people that rock Havoc boxing gear?
Oh man, listen, the list goes on and on. We started way back with David Reed, Zab Judah, Monty Barrett, Jamil McCline, the one, the only, and this list goes on. I had a chance to touch Floyd on one piece. But Floyd, he don't have any insignias on him, so it's just like a quiet situation. And Diego Corrales was a very big favorite.
Wow, peace be upon him.
Of Havoc, and God bless his soul to the moment that he passed away. We had spoken, and he would call me, and we'd talk about these fights and what he was going to wear in the whole 9 yards. And of course, to the latter day, Danny Jacobs, Danny Garcia, Curtis Stevens, Saddam Ali.
The list goes on.
The list goes on. Actually, Chris Algieri is making his comeback on November 30th. This will be the first time that he's wearing, the gear for this is the family gear because these are all my nephews, and they represent that way. And he's going to be wearing some hard havoc on his comeback.
Oh,
and
man.
It's going to be stellar. I'm going to dress him up real sharp. He's going to be like a glittering, glowing star.
Oh, my goodness.
Like I said, it's on and on. And even your son has some baby havoc.
Oh, man. Yo, I can't wait to surprise him with him, for real. Coach, let everybody know, where you come from. How did you get into boxing? Because I know a lot of people don't know your background, but how did you get into boxing and how did you get into training?
Well, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm Brooklyn born and bred. And when I was like 12 years old, there's PALs that we used to go to. We used to go to Howard House's PAL and the Swartz Center PAL, which is on Pennsylvania Avenue over in East New York. I came from Brownsville, which is the neighborhood of Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, Shannon Briggs, Zab Judah, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, Curtis Stevens, Danny Jacobs. I mean, the list goes on and on. Mm-hmm. So this was a championship neighborhood, and the efforts were Herculean in that. But we had great fighters. And I boxed until I was old enough to go in the Golden Glove. And when I went for my first physical for Golden Glove, they told me I had high blood pressure. So I went back again, and they said the same thing. And the third time, we had, back in the days, the AAU pass card. It wasn't like the USA Boxing books now. It was just like a long card, and you would write bouts and your win, lose, so on and so forth on it. And that was taken from me, and I was like, this is the pits. I'm done. So I sort of strayed away from it for a minute. And then one of the kids told me he wanted me to work with him. So between that and taking care of my sister's son, my nephew, I said, might as well get back in the gym. It's after work. That's what I used to do. And that's what got me back into training. Mm-hmm. And it's been upward hill climb ever since then. We had a fantastic junior Olympic team, but half of the junior Olympic team was family. Right. 3 of them were my nephews, and we had some cousins, and it was just a crazy thing. But we were winning. We were winning at a high ratio. I mean, Lake Placid, we took 14 kids and brought home 13 medals. Wow. So we were laying it down, and then of course, the guys started getting of age where they wanted to go pro, and some of the pros that we had I started at the bottom. Charles Vanderveer, Joe Green, Anthony Irons, Louis Corazzo, Curtis Stevens, and then it started to open up a bit more, and other people came, and then Danny came, and Jadon Codrington, and it was just like on and on and on. Yes. Saddam Ali, and the foundation was laid. And these are kids that we started. These are kids that we melded, that we taught the 1, 2, and 3 to, and the shifting of defense and bobbing and weaving and slipping and sliding and the whole 9 yards. Right, straight from the grassroots levels. That's right, exactly. Coach, I want to ask you this, brother, because you're one of the elite trainers, and you got a lot of me coaching my son, man. I watch everything and I watch everyone. You can learn from everyone. And one thing I noticed that you have a lot of guys out there that want to make it real, real bad, but they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They may end up pushing that athlete too fast and putting them in with somebody. Then that ruined their confidence. What is it that these guys out here should know when it comes to being a teacher like yourself or being a trainer? How you get a lot of guys that want to get to that
want to get to that level, but it takes time. So could you elaborate on that? Like, you know, what it takes or all the hard work is going to take, because the shit don't come easy.
No, you're absolutely right. In I've learned too, because there were times that as a young coach that, you know, I would drive really hard on the guys, and I've learned that you have to meld the patience with understanding and discipline and diligence. Because everyone is not the same. Every athlete's not the same. Some athletes you can talk to a certain way. Other athletes, they just can't be spoken to that way because they fall apart.
Right.
But in no certain understanding or circumstance do you change your character because somebody won't. Because this is a tough game. And if they're not going to do what you need them to do, it could get them hurt.
Yes.
So you want to go ahead and make sure you're doing the right thing by them. And that means showing them the right way. And in being right, sometimes you have to be hard.
Yeah.
But hard, you can temper with patience. So
gotcha.
It's just a step-by-step process, and you will learn. It's a go-by-go on it. So yeah.
It's really a relationship that you have with a boxer, a trainer, you know, and his boxer or in his fighter, because it's really a very personal relationship. Would you agree?
I certainly agree.
So
I certainly agree.
Yeah. So
you want to make sure that this, like any other relationship you have in life, you want it to be the best that it can be.
Yes.
And just keep it that way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach, I want to ask you this, man. And before we conclude, this is a question that I ask everybody, and I want to see where if you ever had anybody ask you this question, which I don't think you have, but hey, you from New York, so anything's possible. If you had 24 hours to live, who would be the trainer, past or present, you'd like to coach against?
The trainer I would like to coach against?
Yes, mentality versus mentality, a mano versus a mano, man versus man.
You know what? I would love to pit my wits against my mentor, Emmanuel Stewart, because he was a trainer and teacher that is always going to be near and dear to my heart. He was my favorite trainer, and at one time I remember we fought in Canada, and of course whenever Emmanuel walked in, it was like, you know, the world stopped. And he came into the dressing room, and he came right up to me, and he said, "Hey, Andre, this is my favorite trainer, my favorite young trainer." And you couldn't say, I was like floating on it. You couldn't tell me another thing.
Nothing.
You know, and I gave Emmanuel a big hug, and everybody was looking like, oh, you know, because he said it so loud that everybody could hear it.
Yes.
Everybody. And when he left, I said, "See that guy? Remember what the man said.
Right.
I'm his favorite young trainer."
It was like the passing of the torch.
Exactly.
You know, so
exactly.
Peace be upon the great Emmanuel Stewart, man. I mean, just watching him growing up, it was just the things that he did and the ingenuity within the ring, how he passes on to his fighters, but most importantly, all the knowledge that he had, man. That brother was something else.
And he did it like it's supposed to be done. He trained his war pups from the beginning.
Yes.
It wasn't like those guys were made. All the Kronk guys were his kids, and they developed, and look what he did with them as professionals. That's why he will always be my number one trainer.
So let me ask you this, Coach.
Nobody else did it like he did.
So let me ask you this, Coach, because I want to play devil's advocate a little bit. Amongst when it comes to trainers or coaches, do we have more respect for somebody who grabs somebody and from somebody else and they just happen to win championship with, or do you give more respect to a person that took that person from a ball of clay and then just shaped them and made them to a world champion? I already know the answer, but you have a lot of people out there that really don't know, because social media makes things so glamorous nowadays. They really have no idea.
No, well, without a doubt, I will never denigrate a trainer. I will never call a trainer out of their name unless something happens.
Mm-hmm.
But for all the intents and purposes of that question, if you take a ball of clay and you make it a wonderful statue, I have to respect you so much more than somebody that went online and bought the statue and popped it in their living room.
I told y'all. I've been telling y'all cats that from the get-go, for real, man. It's so much more harder to take somebody else and show them the 1-2 and to fine-tune them. It's so much more harder. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can.
But you know what? On the flip side of that, coach, is like, it's also easier to accept the accomplishment of an athlete that already has proven themselves and knows how to fight.
True.
Like, you talk about, for certain people, if you gave me anybody in the top of their game, I'm going to try my best to make them better because that's my nature. But I have basically a clean, finished product. All I need to do is say, don't drop defense, keep your hand up, and let's work on the jab.
That's right.
Because they know that already.
Right.
They know that.
Right.
So I mean, it's those things that a lot of people get guys, and then they like Lomachenko and his father.
Mm-hmm.
I've got great respect for Lomachenko's father because he made that young man.
Yes, sir.
He made that young man. So I got great respect. I have great respect for any coach that starts somebody from the beginning and takes them to the promised land.
Coach,
that's big in my book.
Without a doubt, Coach. I had to hear from you, brother, because you one of the mentors that I hold up there on my wall when it comes to trainers, man. That I've been watching for years, and I love just what you do with your guys. But most importantly, I love your relationship, like what you got with Danny and those guys, Curtis. Sadan Ali, the ones you working with, Chris Algieri and those guys, they really respect you, man. They really respect you. And that's the first thing, first and foremost. If a fighter can't respect you, you lost. You lost.
Oh, without a doubt. And see, but that goes both ways. I'll tell you why. I have some fighters that are joy. They make me want to get out of bed and head to the gym and get that grind on. You understand? Mm-hmm. Chris is one of those guys. Like, he comes to the gym, my day is gonna be good. It might deteriorate after he leaves, but while I got him,
yes,
my day is good.
Yes,
because he is a sponge, and he's always trying to learn more and improve his skills that he already has.
Yeah.
So that is a wonderful thing, and I have a few fighters like that just make you want to get in that gym and work hard and do what's necessary. That's why he's going to be a 2-time world champion.
That's
We're
right.
going to make sure that happens.
That's right.
We're going all the way through and to the top. It's going to happen. Believe me when I tell you.
I already know, Coach. I already know. So it's safe to say the things that keep you coming back for the fighters in the sport of boxing is what? What is it, Coach? I'm asking what keeps you coming back? Because like you said, this is a hard game, man, and I've seen guys excel, and I've seen guys burn out like a burning car on the side of the road. What keeps you coming back? What keeps you want to stay on that grind?
It's having someone achieve their goals that they've have worked and strived for since they have been little guys. And me being, I am their eyes, and they depend on me to see the mistakes, to correct them, and to make sure that they're driving on that path to victory. So that's what's most important to me. If you are confident and trusting enough in me to make sure that I lead you through an event that could be life-threatening, then of course course, I have to give you 150% of what I am. And for that, I keep driving and driving and driving.
Yes. Got you. Coach, what do you have planned for the future besides, Danny winning his second big world title? But who else are you working with? Any other fighters you got coming up?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you the schedule. We have on November 30th, we have Chris Algieri making his long-awaited comeback. And we're going to call this Road to Ascension. So he is ascending to his second world title.
Yes, sir.
That's November 30th.
Okay.
On December 15th, we have Saddam Ali and Toriano Johnson boxing at Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
On January 19th or the 27th, barring a situation, we need to find out if Richard Comey is fighting Mikey Garcia. We don't know yet. It went to purse bid, so that means that Mikey didn't sign that contract. Honestly, I don't think Mikey is going to sign the contract.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to fight Richard. It's an incredibly high-risk, low-reward, quote-unquote, and it's very detrimental to the things that Mickey's trying to do.
Right.
So, but I think he's gonna once again relinquish the title, and we'll be fighting possibly against a Russian opponent, the next in line on the RBF list, and go from there. But nonetheless, Richard Comey is going to be working very hard to become the IBF lightweight champion of the world. I think. Go
ahead, brother.
And between the mix of that, of course, we have other fighters who are doing wonderful things. We're trying to get Curtis Stevens back on track at 54, where he's going to be incredibly monstrous. And I'm looking forward to him. His big goal is to fight Jamie Meninga before Meninga moves out of the weight class and exact some revenge for Saddam Ali. So we'll see. We have some things that definitely brewing, and we're just going to take it from there and keep on climbing.
Coach, man, I really appreciate the time. Your social media or how people can't get in contact with you if they like to get something that's super dope, Havoc gear, or if they would like to shoot you a line when it comes with just saying what's up to you. How do you get in contact with you, Coach?
Very simple. On Facebook, it's Andre Rozier. You can go to. We're working on a new website. The new website will be Havoc Athletics, and that the new component of it is that it covers all sports. But of course, the beginning of what we did will be the huge boxing area on the site. But that is in construction right now, and we just keep working it out until we get it done.
Got you. Coach, I really appreciate it. This is Coach Stokes, Stokeshouse Boxing Academy. You got to stay ready so you ain't going to worry about getting ready. And this concludes today's interview with my man, my big brother, my mentor, Coach Andre Rozier.